Hello. Let's swap over. Okay. Hello, hello. We got more fun stuff today. Yes. I don't know if that's zoomed in now. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna add like a circly thing to circle the city we're on, but I forgot. Maybe I can do that now. How hard could it be, right? Like, just make an image of a circle and okay, give me like we can just do this right here. Okay, new. Again, new. Make the canvas transparent. Yep. Okay. And then a paintbrush, and then we just draw a big old circle. Okay, that's not a circle. Okay, maybe I'll just 2D shape circle. There we go. That works. And then save this. Save as image. Save that as a circle. Circle. And then we'll go into OBS. Imagine I forgot the one thing that I meant to do when I got back. Yeah, I figure it makes more sense to be in the D&D category because it kind of is. This is probably what this is mainly going to be used for anyway. So, and also there's far less people in the D&D category, so like, might actually get some people who are interested. People who are interested are more likely to be there. Yeah. Now I need to find the circle I just made. There's the circle. Okay, look. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now we zoom in using this little circle. There. How's that? Is that now super obvious which city we're looking at? That's the one we're looking at. Super duper obvious, right? Yeah. Worked out perfectly. Yeah, why do people keep pinging me? Yeah, cool. Anyway, that's the city. It's gonna be in the Shimmer Sea. It's gonna be like canal based, but I'm not entirely sure what I want it. I mean, I don't have a name for it yet. But yeah, I can fill in some stuff right now before I even start thinking about things. So city is in the Shimmer Sea. It's the largest largest trading city, often trading with the far off continent. I really need to name that continent at some point. Ruled. Oh, wait, that did not work out how very nicely. How's that? That looks better. Okay, ruled over by two trading families. There's often intercity. There's often struggles. There's often conflict in the city between members of these two families. The city itself, is located on a small island. Most of the buildings are made of a pure white stone, and built out into the sea. The inner facing side of the island. These buildings make a series of canals throughout the city. The city holds a large open square. Yeah, I think that's a good start. Like, mean, I can obviously add more to it. But it's just the overview synopsis of the city is just like an idea of like how big is the city, what kind of stuff are you expecting to be there. It's like if you asked someone who has been to the city before but doesn't necessarily live there, what might they be able to tell you about it? So like this would be someone that has been to the city but doesn't live there would be able to tell you like it's the largest trading city. There's two big families in it. They're often fighting each other. All the buildings are made of white stone. It looks like there's canals and stuff. Central city holds a large square. The edges are the trading ports. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then, annoyingly, right, I actually got to move my Discord because I have a lot of the stuff that I want to put on the city in the Discord, which is where kind of annoying. Okay. So important characters. The first family we have are the Prelaw? Sure, Prelaw family. Wait, there's supposed to be an R in there, the Prelaw family. Yep. I can put in the person like later on. That's not a problem. And then the other big family is the, what did they call them? Kargi? Sure, whatever. Did I actually name any of them? No. Okay, great. I can leave the rest of that blank for now, just so I don't forget what's in here though. One of the big trading families. One of the big trading families. And what else do I have about the city? Because see, I've got some like lore kind of stuff ready for this city because I did start running a D&D campaign in this city before, but it had like 2 sessions and then petered out. So I've got like stuff ready, but not a ridiculous amount of stuff. I've got like the very basics of the city ready to go, and then it'd be nice to like have more. I mean, I have families, but I think it's kind of like this isn't going to be a family. This is just going to be like the mayor. What was the mayor's name? We have the mayor. Oh, what a name! His name is apparently Befston Vodkin. That was the name I gave him when I made that. Okay, great, perfect. Like, how? Like, wow, what a name. And the only thing I had written about him in the lore that I managed to save is that he's very hard on crime. Which I suppose makes sense. The city doesn't have much crime. Pretty much all the crime is just the 2 families, like, sinking each other's ships, stealing shipments from each other, stuff like that. And then, like, I suppose they just pay off people whenever they get caught. Then there's one other person we have. We have a famous figure. Famous figure. And this famous figure was called Broll. Broll Greeling. Sure. I will go into what an Equilock is, by the way. That is one of the few other things I managed to save from this city. There's not much. We're almost through it all. So he's a famous Equilock racer. He's won the yearly race 3 years in a row. Cool. Anything else that I need to say about it? Environment or animals, right? Let's put in... Right, so there's the Equilock. This is a new... kind of a new animal. It's... yeah. It's kind of a new animal. It's not really a new animal. But, you know, it's... I can just copy paste in what we have. Ooh, wow, okay, maybe I can't. That does not look good. There we go. Also various fish. No, that was not supposed to be in there. So they have long, thin bodies with seahorse-like head. It has two large fins or flippers in line with the chest and coral-like antlers that grow out the back of its head. The end of the body splits into tentacles it uses to propel itself, used mainly in racing. These are like the race horses. So like they're like seahorse, deer, squid things. That's the best like description I can give you. And let's add in a bit more stuff. Yeah, range in a variety of colors. Grow unless trimmed. And they're found throughout the Shimmer Sea. Yeah, that seems fine, right? Yep, they're found. Like, that's cool for an animal. Let's write a little bit about the water. Water of the area. I think it should be pretty clear. Is clear, but why is it clear? Because it doesn't make sense with so many boats going through it that it would stay clear, and also just being a big city. Like, you know, Venice is one of the dirtiest cities that there is. Okay, so is it's crystal clear. Yeah, crystal clear. Kept this way by the spirit. Wait, which spirit was I? I had a spirit ready because last time I wrote up a spirit that would like fit this city pretty well. Because I wanted the city to like focus on one spirit because they're not very spiritual. They're not, you know, they don't really like super duper worship them, but they have like, yeah, they do have one that they worship. Ah, yes, Brooke. Yes, that was his name. That was their name. By the great spirit Brooke. That's interesting because one of the other animals that I have written down about is called a brook hound, which is pretty flavorful, I guess. But it's not the best designed animal, to be honest. Like, definitely not. So yeah, I kept this way by the Great Spirit Brook. You know, I think that's actually, maybe that's just fine, actually. Maybe it's just, yeah, it is just kept that way, but it's, yeah. I don't think we need anything more on that. I suppose the sea around is a slightly green, or like emerald? Yeah, let's go with emerald. Emerald sounds nicer. Emerald. Emerald hue. Sure. Why not? Coral reefs. Reefs and a large open stretch of water to the east. Will I remember that? For writing about the Shimmer Sea? Who knows? But how badly could it go? Equiloque. Yes, no, we're adding this to the dictionary because it is a correct spelling of our new animal. Yep. What else did we have? Oh yeah, we had the brook hound. Oh my god. Ooh, this is now this is a description of an animal. Mm. Have I basically just made like a sausage dog with crossed with a duck-billed platypus here? Yes. But wait, it's an otter. I've made an otter. I'm an idiot. This thing's just an otter. I mean, oh my god, it is literally just an otter. I am so dumb. I yeah. I think to keep it from being an otter, maybe I need to give it ears. Like, um, yeah. I just like the idea of these things like blood, 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 like pat, 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 as they like walk along. Um, there was actually a few other animals. I'm just gonna quickly read through them and be like, do I actually want these to exist? Because some of them are interesting. Yeah, we're not gonna have that one. We could have that. That could be interesting. Oh God, yeah, we basically got sea cows, but sea cows as actual cows. So there we go. Ah, why does it do this when I try and copy paste? That's so annoying. There we go. Just drive. I mean, why would I put drive? Why wouldn't I just put pull here? Used to pull most boats. That makes much more sense. Do I want these things to be milked? No, I don't. No, I don't. That sounds absolutely horrible, actually. Why would I want them to be milked? It doesn't make any sense. Um, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. Because, like, um, boots through shimmer sea. Yeah, like, I think that's fine. And it's probably fine. Okay, so that's enough for the animals. Spirit magic. The city's largest. How do I write this? The largest following. The largest following in the city is for the Great Spirit Brook, after which the favorite pets of the Brookhound is named. So yeah, I think that's fine. Like, it's after the favorite of the Brookhound is named. Okay, so what else? Has one temple in the city, not often visited. Not often visited. Or not regular. Not. Not regularly visited. Regularly visited. Unless someone is desperate. Yeah, so like people tend to only go to the temple when they're like, oh, I really need something. I want to make a prayer to the god and I hope, well, prayer to our spirit and hopefully he'll grant it. He doesn't, I think he just does not grant these people. Like, I see Brooke as being a spirit that basically does not care about his following. His following exists, they worship him somewhat, but he's like, yeah, I don't really care. They can go do what they want, and I'll just do what I want, and everything will be fine. Yeah. See how that works. So, what else? What else? What else? Sure. That's kind of horribly written, but for now I just kind of want to pull the point across. Lore-wise, what do we need to know about the city? Lore-wise, every year there is a big clock race through the streets. Is there anything else that I really need to know about this race? I don't know, we can expand the race right now. So this varies by year. Anyone can enter. Yeah, I think that's fine. Anyone can enter. It's long. As long as they have an clock to read. Yeah, I think that's fine. Is this? Oh, okay, yeah. Add it to the dictionary. Come on, let's do this. Why didn't it add? I suppose it thought like it was a name or something because I added the capital version. Maybe I should have added the lowercase version. It would have been like more okay with it. I'm not so sure. Drink, drink. Gotta keep hydrated. Okay. So, I mean, what do I want to name the city though? If you have any ideas for names, let me know because I really can't think of a name. I'm not sure whether I want people to like be on top of these things or like be on like little pods. Okay, you know like oh, what's the name of it? You know the Pokemon movie where with Latios and Latias, where they're like they have the race through the city and they have like the little like rope things that they're holding onto and they're like pulls along these little not surfboards but little like spheres. I kind of really like that idea. I kind of want to just yoink it and use it. Maybe I will. You know what? Yeah. Have a harness attached with a rope. Standing atop a semi semi-sphere? A half sphere. Just to move without falling off. Because I feel like it would, right? Like, realistically, if something's pulling you along and you're just standing in like half a sphere in water, you're gonna fall off like so easily. Right? I think so. And then what do you get for winning? For winning, you get a trophy, your name engraved on a paving slab in the city square. Oh, that's a really cool idea actually. City square. So then like they can go up, people can go along and be like, oh, look, this person won, and look how worn away it is. They won so long ago. I feel like something else. Like this race is supposed to be like loads of normal people just want to compete for the sake of what if I win? I'll be like rich. I'll be famous. Fame in the city, and I don't know. What else could there be? Surely there could be something else. What else do you get for winning? Maybe you get something fun. I don't want it to just be money, because just money is not that interesting. I want it to be something cool, like you win, so you get a house in the city. Hey, welcome, Paz. What do you think you would absolutely love to get for winning a competition? What is the first thing that comes to mind that you would like? You just want to win this as like a prize. What's your favorite prize? Maybe they get a house. They could get a house. That could be an interesting prize. But then if you win it like 2 years in a row, would you want 2 houses? Cheese. I mean, it's novel, but I don't know. Just you're given like a lump of cheese. Here's some cheese, a barrel of the city's finest cheese. But the city doesn't produce cheese. So why would you get cheese? You get out of jail free card? Doesn't seem right. Just free stuff through the city. Lifetime supply of the best cheese. But there's no cheese. Like, this place is in the middle of the sea. Look over there. Wait, over there. Over at the map. Like, this place is just in the middle of a sea. There's nowhere to get cheese. I mean, I suppose that would make it super... Like, people would super want it, but... I don't know. You get all the profits from one of the docks. No. I feel like people come from all over, so it needs to be something that's not gonna like... No, okay, it can be something that ties you to the city, but not something that requires you to be there like 24/7 doing a job. Because that... I don't think you'd want that. A free horse? But the problem is this is like horse racing. They basically race seahorse, squid, deer things. What a description. Imagine a seahorse, right? But the seahorse has coral antlers. And rather than like the seahorse tail, it has squid tentacles. There you go, that's what it is. And they race those. And the winner of the yearly race gets, a trophy, They get their name engraved on a paving slab in the city square. They have fame throughout the city, and um, can you make something cool with coral? What if they farm coral? No, because they're a trading city. They wouldn't farm coral. Um, a deer horse squid. Yes, exactly. A sea deer horse squid. Mm, you get the mayor of the city. No, because like I already had an idea for a mayor, and he wasn't supposed to win the race. He's supposed to basically just be some kind of annoying guy who's not very good at his job, but like he tries to stop crime, but he's really bad at it. Is the idea? Um, what about just a portion of trade or something? All the trade goods that come into the city, barrels of. Now you know what? And and trade goods from foreign from across the ocean. Yeah, because like that could be anything. That could be anything, but it's always going to be super rare. So they'd bring it out and they'd be like, this year you're racing for these 3 barrels of Tabranco fire wine. Ooh, ooh. And they'd be like, wow, ooh. They get their own trade ship where they get to keep the profits. That's not a bad idea, actually. Mm, but I guess they'd need to man the trade ship, which could be an issue. No, actually, you know what? Yeah, I like that idea. And a trade ship. Um, with crew. Yeah. The crew's already sorted out. Everything's ready for this trade ship. All they need to do is be like, this is where I want you to sail to, this is what I want you to trade in, bring you back however much stuff you can. Because as well, that means if I run a campaign in this place, the people can be like, ooh, we want that trade ship. We're gonna compete in this race, and then they can try and do like magic and stuff to make sure they win the race. That could be a really fun, like, mini campaign thing. I actually had a good idea for once. Yeah, it's a good idea. Like, this is the thing. I like part of the reason I want to do these is half half the time your idea like everyone this goes for everyone. Half the time your ideas are crap. Like you'll have an idea and it's complete crap. And you might realize it's crap or you might not realize it's crap. But it's not until you say it out loud to someone else and they're like, that idea's not good, that you realize it's not good. So this way I can like bounce ideas off of people in chat and be like, is that a good idea? Does that work? Is that nice? Is it would it work for people? And they can be like, it's fucking shit. You don't know what you're talking about. Go home. And then I can switch off the stream and rethink my life. Or they can be like, I like that idea, but have you considered this? And I can be like, ooh, and I can build on that and like, yeah, basically I end up with better ideas. The main characters to focus on in this city are the 2 major families. Okay, so one of these families is going to keep slaves from across the sea. Or, well, servants that they pay in food. Yeah, servants. Choose a good idea that doesn't work out well because it's on an island. In a way, that makes it work better because it's rare for the island. But also, Not everyone likes cheese. Like, can you imagine if you were just like super good at this sport and then it's just like every year whoever wins just gets cheese, but you're like allergic to cheese or something. And then it's like, oh no, I was born super talented for this, but I can't even profit off it because I can't eat the cheese. Yeah, but that is exactly why. Which one of these families do you think sounds more racist? Prelaw or Kargi? 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 To be Kargi or Kargi? I kind of like Kargi. I think I'll start calling them Kargi rather than Kargi. Um, yeah, but which one do you think sounds more racist? I need to make one of them like keep slaves as the main like probably antagonists if something was held here. But who knows? Maybe whoever joined would start like a slave trading ring and join up with that family. You have a name idea for a family. It can be a lower family, but like the whole point of this city is there's two real big families that are like the cornerstones. They are the ones that everyone cares about, and they are the ones that like. I mean, if you have names for like people within the families, I have literally nothing. I don't have any names for any of them. I feel like the Kargi family, they're gonna be the ones. They keep um servants from across the sea. Uh, yeah, I mean, okay. So I need something to call these people because the idea is they're like very slightly animal based. Um, so I think half breed works. Parzival. Do you want your name used in this city? There's gonna be a lot of cities. You could be the ruler of one. Your name could be used as the ruler of a city. This is just the very first one. Um, henchmen, henchmen, and pay them in. What do they pay them in? They pay them in food, yeah, food and shelter. So they're basically slaves in all but name now, which is the idea. Because this family now is gonna have a bastard of one of these like half breeds. That's the idea. Because that could be a really interesting thing to bounce off. Peridot or cheese. It could be cheese. Or bread. I mean, I'm not calling them cheese. Peridot we can use though. Peridot. You know what? Let's make him the head. Head of the family. Very pompous. Pompous. Very self-important. You know, this guy. I think he's the idea for this guy is he just loves himself. Very much, or he likes to leave everything to his underlings. I suppose I should give a physical description of him as well. Somewhat overweight. I feel like this is the direction we're going with this guy. Peridot Kargi is not a bad name. No, it's not. It kind of works. Uh, Convenience. The Prelaw Family. Prelaw Family, Prelaw Family. That is being kept hidden. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then, I think I want this. I think you should have some like pureborn sons, maybe. I don't want him to have a lot of children because I don't feel like that's the right feeling for him. The two families hate each other. Basically, yeah. Like, imagine like full like gangster fight sort of mob style. These two families are just at each other's throat constantly because they're just like each one of them wants to rule the city, but they can't really do that with the other one there. But neither of them can ever get the full like one up on the other one because they have such a stranglehold on the city together that anytime one tries to put the other one down, the other one like gets a Romulus and Remus. Yeah, I kind of like that, except Romulus and Remus won in the end because people remember his name because the city's called Rome. Yeah, but maybe that's what will happen in the end of this one. But I feel like we need some sons for this guy. I think I want him to have like two twin boys, maybe. I might just put them as like two characters like this. But I need like two names for them. You know what? Let's name them after like Romulus and Remus, but like let's change it up a bit. You know what? Is this too on the nose? Gromulus and Creams? But this might be too on the nose. But like I think this could work. So they're twin sons of Perdor is the idea. Have some large amount of influence. Early 20s. I want them to be fairly young, still sort of inexperienced, but considered adults and have some experience already in like trading by themselves and doing stuff like that. These are the two that usually set up and handle the dirty work. Not very nice people. I think that's basically what we want for now is just an overview because yeah, it's an overview of these characters. This isn't like a full what is everything happening in the city. It's who are the people you need to know about? Why do you need to know about them? What are the like important points about these characters? So, you know, the fact that they're twin sons, they have some large amount of influence. They usually set up and handle the dirty work. Schemes, stealing goods. Prelaw Family. I don't know, before people like start thinking that I'm just going to make one of these families obviously much better than the other one, that is not the plan. Both these families are going to be terrible. It's going to be like, which of these two evils do you like better? So if people play in this city and they're like, yeah, we need to listening to me talk to myself while you play Bloons Tower Defense 6. I mean, why not? I I do my best work when I talk to myself. Mm. I often get told at work, you know, like, oh, I'm talking to myself again. Actually, when I went in for the first time in like a year and a half or something the other week, um, someone that I used to sit next to quite a lot, she turned around to me and went, and she turned around to me and she said, you know, I forgot just how much you talk to yourself. I was like, oh, do you want me to stop? I can try and stop. And she's like, no, it's fine. I was like, oh, okay. As as long as stuff isn't going wrong, it's all good. But like, yeah, when stuff starts to go wrong, that's when I get interesting things from talking to myself. Like as long as I'm not swearing, it's all good. The last time we had interviews, we were told, oh, just be really professional, don't use swear words or anything, and I'm pretty sure that was directed at me because I got quite bad at just randomly swearing at stuff, which is not good, really not good to do. Um, but yeah, we want like okay. My best thinking when I'm drinking. No, that's some of my worst thinking, honestly. Like, it's not great. It's really not great. Um, yeah, okay, so I think, right, we've got some twin boys, and he's gonna have a bastard. Should we make the bastard a girl? Yeah, we'll make the bastard a girl. Um, what should her name be? I don't want it to be too on the nose. Like, oh, I've just realized if I make it a girl, we're making a literal animal girl. Oh no. I mean, that's fine. It can be an animal girl. Sometimes the worst thoughts are the best. I don't know. Sometimes, but from experience, no, not usually. But yeah, what, hmm. Ooh, you know what might be interesting? Gwen. We're going really hard on the uh, historical names. But yeah, sure, Gwen. Okay, so Gwen is the bastard, um, the half breed bastard of Peridor. Um, um, the animal genus can be like cat, but then I'm making a literal cat girl. That doesn't seem great. No, I think that could be interesting actually. Like, because the way this works is they don't get, like many features. This cat, has whiskers that, the family keeps cut. You heard cat girl. Yeah, this is kind of a cat girl. They can have whiskers and they can have retractable claws, but that's it. Those are the only like cat-like parts. Um, those are the only parts. She's gonna be resentful. Resentful of being treated like a slave. Yeah, I think that's fine. Making a freaking Neko. It's not. Like, there's no fur, there's no like snout, there's no paws. It's just whiskers and retractable claws. So literally, in all normal thing. Oh, Obama OST. What an interesting name. Thanks for the follow. Um, yeah. So it's not a cat girl because all she has is whiskers and retractable claws. They keep the whiskers cut, so literally you don't know you wouldn't see the whiskers. And the retractable claws, they're retractable. So unless she has them out, nothing. That's kind of what I want these, like, because these aren't just animal people, because that's boring. They're like people with one animal trait, or maybe two, and those are like the things that they keep. Um, they're from the other continent as well, so they're super rare. So this is going to be one of the few cities where you can kind of find them. B cube, B cube, yeah, B tubers, budget tubers. As a group of us, we spent absolutely no money whatsoever. We tried our best to like make models and stuff. Um, so yeah, this model I made it, and the tracking software is free. Sup, sup, sup. How you doing? How are we doing today? Let me know. I think we should move on to the other family because that's enough. These are supposed to be fairly small time families. They have small time um, things going on. Good me. Um, yeah, pretty good today. You know, I have been sick most of the week. I was gonna stream on Monday, but my throat was too sore. Um, and then I've been feeling better. I mean, it was stupid sore on Wednesday, like I could not speak. But today I can speak, so stream, and do a bit more of world building on this world that at some point I will host a D&D session in. I'm committed now. Hey, welcome back, Uriah. Mention Animal Girls, what did you miss? Um, we have a partial cat, who is the bastard child of one of the heads of the families. But the only cat-like features are whiskers and retractable claws, and they keep the whiskers cut because, you know, it would be shameful if they had a bastard child who was a half-breed, so they can't have that. So they keep the whiskers cut and basically tell her you're not allowed to pull your claws out, and they treat her like a regular bastard, which is still not very nice. But have I named the half-breeds yet? No, I haven't. I don't know what to call them. I also haven't even named the city yet. It's just called Canal City. How long have I been playing D&D? Probably about five or 6 years. Maybe longer actually. The first time I played, probably like 7 or 8 years ago. Yeah, and I've always had these like these ideas and cities that I have set games in that are usually like a couple of sessions long and nothing else. But then I thought, you know what, I should really like just put all of these into a world together, because then I can create a proper big campaign that goes everywhere, and people can go wherever they want and they can find anything they want, and it's all ready to go. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. And I mean, I just started the other day. So it's like the third thing I've done, which is like made the map, put down like the kind of magic system, and then and now I'm starting on filling out the cities. So that, I mean, the map's super zoomed in just on one area right now, which is the Shimmer Sea. So the Shimmer Sea is like on the western coast, and it's just a sea of loads of islands. And there's a second continent that's off the map, to the west, that's really hard to reach. Like, it's so hard to reach that the only things that can get through and reach it are very small ships. So trading is extremely limited. But the stuff that they bring back is super good. It's like all spices you can't get in the mainland, different people they bring back, and all this stuff. So you get super rich from trading, but it's super dangerous, and you can't really send a ship bigger than like what could hold 10 people. So this is one of the trading cities that we're starting off with that goes over there, and this is a city that actually I had a game start in, but the main continent is England and the other continent is the rest of the world. Prove me wrong. The main continent does not have tea. Ha. Can't be England without tea. Oh, wait, no. They just import their tea. I'm so dumb. I just made it England. Oh no. England doesn't have tea. We just import tea as well. What have I done? What have I done? No, yeah, the mainland does have tea, and that is why it is not England. Yep, there we go, all fixed. Um, no tea you don't like. No, the world has tea. Arencia, Arengandia. What is that supposed to be England? Like that's Areng, Arengandia. Yeah, it doesn't really work. Just the head tip when I drink. Oh, glug. Glug glug. Um, so what else we got? Okay, so let's flesh out the Prelaw family, the other big family a little bit. So what's important about this family? Oops. Accidentally hit F12. Apparently that starts a bullet point list. Good to know. Knowing shortcuts. God damn it. Knowing shortcuts is always good. Yeah. But they're one of the two big trading families. Ooh, maybe no, I think if they both go for like trading across the sea, that would be super cool. Um, hmm. Yeah, I think they both want to trade across the ocean because that's where most of the money comes from, and they've got to be like fighting each other a lot. But I mean, the big distinction is this one doesn't. They don't keep servants. They don't. They don't trade in live goods. I think that's fair. So they don't trade in live goods, and that sets them apart a little bit. Um, but then also um, act as money lenders, insurance, yeah, insurance brokers, brokers for the city. Um, keep warm brain cell ideas from this amazing world. We see, Pars. This is the shared brain cell that me and Yoria have. So I have the brain cell right now. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this. So she's actually giving me 0 brain cell ideas right now. And that's how it's going. They often don't pay out. Yeah. They often find ways to not pay out. Because they need to be super shady as well. You walked out of the room, forgot what you forgot what you went to do, sat back down, remembered you needed to pee, then had to get back up again. I wish I could say I haven't done the same thing before, but I have got up to go to the toilet before, walked out of the room and thought, why did I come here? And then gone back in and been like, oh yeah. it's it's pain. It's super pain. Right, who's the head of the Prelaw family? Someone give me a name. What should we call them? What should we call them? What should they look like? What should they do? Are they a nice person? Are they a horrible person? Do they handle anything to do with the day-to-day? Do they know what's going on with like all the bad stuff? Maybe, maybe not. Gender can be either. It doesn't need a specific gender. The head of the family could be female. There's no restriction. Race, I mean, they're for now human. I mean, I can swap it later when I come up with the races at some point. But I don't have ideas for races right now, so I'm not going to try and make races, because that could go quite bad. But yeah, we're going to need the races at some point. I think as well, they're gonna have children. Haria. Airy. How do you say that? You 3 syllables together in your head. Area. Area. Yeah, that works. That can work. Sounds like a female name, right? It's female now. Doesn't handle. Okay, so she's gonna be head of the family. She's not gonna handle much of the day-to-day business. Mainly handles large trade deals and clients, and leaves the day-to-day down to her children. Children. Okay. Yep, cool. Give me some children's names. What are her children called? How many children does she have? Why did you give me a name that you should have used in your world? You can use it. Like, I don't have a monopoly on names. Just because I used a name doesn't mean you can't use it. Heck, if you want, port the exact same character in. I don't really care. Yes, I do. Brain cell gone. Oh no. He's gonna be Romero. He's a devilish rogue. Who has nothing to lose. Oh no. Okay, they aren't children, they're associates. Oh yeah, basically, in a trading family. He's seen as quite charming and attractive, I feel like. Day-to-day matters. Mid-30s. I think he should be quite old. Well, I say quite old as if that's quite old, but I mean, like, in terms of he is a child, or considered a child of the family. Quite old. So he handles the day-to-day matters, mid-30s. Has a ruthless streak. Not married and no children. Okay, give me another name. This next one's gonna actually be like... This next one as well is gonna be grown up. Gonna be married. I want 3 children. Oh, there's 3 children for the other family though. No, I want 4 children for this family. There's gonna be... No, there's not gonna be 4 children. There's gonna be 2. 2, but one of them has more children, which I'm not gonna write about now. I'll write that they have more children, but I won't go into what the children are. Who the children are. Oh my god, just wait until we get to the Ash City. The Ash City has like 5 families, each of which have like 6 children. And that's already like worked out. Because that was a city that had like weeks of campaigns going on. So many names. All the names are already worked out for those ones though, so it's all good. The descriptions as well kind of work. But yeah. Yeah, so I want one more name. Could be male, could be female, doesn't matter. I could also put in like their spouses, I guess. I almost said spices. Brain went, what is plural of spouse? Plural of spouse must be spice. Brain. Made up names or real actual names? Either or. It really doesn't matter as long as it kind of. It doesn't even need to fit, to be honest. Like, if it doesn't fit, then I'll smash it with a hammer until it fits. Ophelia, sure. Then we have Ophelia. Oops. Ophelia. Oh, right, I should point out, son of Arencia, daughter of Arencia. Married with children. Doesn't part too heavily. Trade matters. Oh, you know what? I spelt it wrong, but Opelia. Opelia. No, that doesn't sound as good. Opelia. No, yeah. Good. Thank you for pointing that out. Good idea from Yuria. I know, right? This comes around like once in a life. I should not. Do not be mean to your DM. This is. Never be mean to your DM. It will come back to bite you. Killing all my characters. Don't kill all my characters. I got art made for this character. Come on. This character has to live for at least like 2 sessions. Hold up. There's art. Yes, there is art coming. Not from me because, you know, I can't draw to save my life. But it's a surprise, okay? Shh. I don't know when it will be done. So I have to wait. My art's 10 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, look at this amazing model that I had to use like sliders to make. Ooh, sliders. I mean, okay. Doesn't take zeros. That's, yeah, wow. Oh no, you know my model reset key now. For when I don't like where it's staring. It's 0. That's 0 on the numpad. That's how I reset it. Oh no. What will you do with this information? Doxed, you know from my keystrokes of 0 where I am. Can you 0 your life? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that if I were you. It sounds like a bad idea. She doesn't take part too heavily in trade matters, but does yeah, she has control over a few ships, but not many ships. That's kind of the idea. Is there anyone else in this family that we really care about? That you should really know about? No, I don't think so. So important characters. Who in this city is important? You have the 2 major families with the like heads of the families and their children. You have the mayor. Well, we can expand the mayor a little bit. He's very hard on crime. He's a big boy. He's chunky. I like you said chunk. You typed chunky just as I typed chunky. Hive mind. You know what? I keep that in. He's a chunky boy. The hive mind. Yeah, sadly it doesn't like because I saw it come up or your message come up at the same time I was typing chunky, but that won't have worked for you. Wait, this is Befston Vodkin. Yes, it is. Very politician. we're getting a bit doge now. This is not a good sign. You actually believe that we share a brain cell? Oh, yeah, did you think we were lying? Like, clearly we do share a brain cell. Sadly, that's not even the first time that's happened where we've said the same thing at the same time. I'm starting to think maybe we do. The classic model going, yeah, drink, yeah. Is there anything else I want to say about Befston Vodkin? I think he's quite well liked. How long has he been mayor for? That's another good point to make. You know what? He's been mayor for 3 months. And crime appears to have dropped. Yuri and Gab, same person? Yuri and Ori? Why do you think it's Yoria? Yoria? Because we're the same person. Who was the mayor before Befston? Hold up. Yoria? Is it Yoria? No, your name's... Wait, is your name... I forget how you say your name, to be honest. I just say Yoria. You know what? Actually, the previous mayor could be an interesting thing. Previous mayor. What should we call the previous mayor? We need, the pronunciation, and at first you hated that, but it's kind of cool. Yeah, I know, right? Although, I'm not so sure about the American saying Auri. Because I do like it as Ori, but Auri, I don't know, Auri. It's not, I don't like it so much. Previous, yeah, what should we call the previous mayor? Auri. Communisty. Oh no. Auri. Extremely. You know what? Doesn't accept bribes. You know what? This guy just does not accept bribes. You like names with vowels, can you tell? Can you tell what I like names with? There's 2 specific letters I like to put in names. Weirdly, do not appear in like all the names up here, but... or even most of the names down here, but you know. There's 2 names. Yeah, there's 2 letters that I really like putting in names. Also, I need name for the previous mayor. A and I. Yeah, woo, you got it. Those are the 2 letters that I like. I don't know why. A especially. They had a joke going when I was a kid that I only liked people that had, whose names started and ended with A. Your name got rejected. Oh, I completely missed it. Yes. Aladar Sayer? Yeah. He's extremely corrupt. He accepted bribes all the time. Placed specifically by one of the families. Suspiciously rich during his time in office. Your name also got rejected. You had a name in there as well? Am I how do I say that? Ermumia? Ermumia? I don't know. We can use that at some point. Your mummy. Your mummia. I am your mummia. No, that's he's he's not happy at being ousted. I think that's fair to say. He wouldn't be. Okay, important locations. So this is like the important locations within the city that we want to or I want to flesh out right now. So I mean the obvious parts are like I mentioned before, the city square. And I mean these are mostly going to be like descriptions of what you can find there, what kind of it looks like, what's the important parts of it. Oh wait, I need this to be like a heading 2, I think. Square. This is a heading 1, right? Yeah, so it's underneath it. In case you're wondering, the reason why I'm doing that is because we've got this thing on the right hand side, which is going to be super helpful for if any of these documents get pretty big, because then I can just doop it all down and then go, right, what do I care about? I want to look into one of these characters, characters in the Kargi family. Ah, yes, I'm looking into Grommies. Yeah, and there he is. I need underwater locations of the city, not at this city. I want there to be like a city that's half underwater, but I don't think I want it to be this city. I think this city I want to be very much like is above the water. It's very much just, to be honest, I keep saying it's like Venice, but in my head, I think I'm more imagining, you know, the Pokemon movie with Latios and Latias in it? That's kind of the city I'm imagining in my head when I think of this place. Something kind of like that, where it's all like there's canals everywhere, there's bridges across, but the canal water is actually clean. It's not like Venice, where if you dip a toe in the water, you're going to develop some horrible disease. Yeah. So what are the important locations? So we've got the city square, we've got the temple, we've also got the docks. Are there any big shops or anything? Altamare. Yes, Altamare. That's... The water looks very green, does it? Well, maybe that's why I made the water outside the city green. I think we need a tavern of some kind as well. How many taverns do we want in this city? Because taverns, I feel like when you're fleshing out a city for a role-playing game, one of the biggest things you need to think about are how many taverns are in the city, what are they like? Because that's always where players go. They're always like, oh, let's go to the pub. They're very British in that way. Players are always just like, oh, we need to go to the tavern, we need to find a quest to do. Let's go to the tavern. One tavern like per section of island. There could be a lot of taverns. Because they're going to be separated by canal. There's canals everywhere though. I don't think there'd be like hundreds if we did it like that. The Seahorse Head Tavern. Not to dox myself, there's a place right near my work called the Seahorse. What? And you immediately went for the Seahorse. I don't think I'll be going for the Seahorse because that pub is a terrible pub. But I think we want multiple taverns, especially because we want one. Not to dox myself, but I'm going to dox myself. I mean, come on, there's got to be loads of pubs with the same name, and it's just near where I work. I'm sure in the whole of Britain there's multiple places. with the same sort of name. But yeah, anyway, I think we'll have 3 taverns. We'll have 2 that are like very much based for the 2 families. So one is like so it's hangout of the Prelaw family, and one is going to be like the main hangout for the Kargi family. Oh, I'm not doxed. I mean, I'm kind of surprised. Like, 4 come up, and I mean, it's not really doxing me anyway. Like, I think most people who live in Britain have some connection to London. It's not like someone's going to be able to find me. I'm never going to mention like pubs near where I actually live. Definitely not. That would be another matter. There isn't one in London. Well, Google is wrong. You screened it in Discord DM. Okay. I'll go have a quick look. Interesting. But, it does exist. Okay, I've got to go look this up now. Like, this is a screw normal stream. We're seeing doxing me. That's okay, yeah. All I had to do was add London, and the first thing that came up was a picture of the pub inside. So yeah, yeah. Dox myself further. It's fine. It's fine. Look, they're not gonna find me because I'm never there. Why would like that? And then people would have to like match up my voice to my actual voice. And then imagine like just walking up to someone in the pub and being like, "Hey, I watched a stream. I think you're this person." I'd just say no. I'd be like, "What the fuck do you mean? What are you talking about, crazy person? Go away." In the weirdest way possible, you don't look how you sound. Exactly. Wait, in the weirdest way possible? What's that supposed to mean? Like, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know, because I have the brain set. Damn, good point. Right, I need some names for taverns. We're not calling it the Seahorse just because it's too close to home. Never seen me, so you wouldn't know. Yeah. We also need to name the city. I don't. Oh, what do I? The witch's head. But why? Rental law. Good idea. Good idea. So there's this big race. The spirit that they worship is called Brooke. So it could go something of one of them. The Equilock Tavern. Oh wait. Yeah, the Lox Horn. There we go. That's what it's called. It's in the center square. Um, it's fairly respectable. Fairly. It's like average. Pretty average. It's gone down. It's no longer respectable. Now it's just an average tavern. They could have memorabilia for it. Uh, yeah, yeah, sure, why not? Really cashes in on the yearly races. Selling memorabilia and the like. It's a large tavern with many pets. I think maybe this will be the only one that's like people can actually stay at. No, I think they can stay at any of them actually. Yeah, all of them will have beds because if people come and visit this city, they need places to stay. Oh, wait. Named after the 13-headed sea monster. Ooh, that's a good idea. Do you remember what we named it? Because I don't. I can go look it up in a bit. Is right. How do I want to describe this tavern? So part of the canal runs through the tavern underneath the bar. I think that's kind of cool, right? Oh, see you, Paz. Bye. It's tomorrow or later tonight. Yay! Sounds fun. Yeah, we'll chat tomorrow or later. Underneath the bar. Tempered glass. Ooh. What? Yeah. Goes across the floor is tempered glass. Oh, imagine a quest starting out like you are in this tavern and you just see a body floating through the canal underneath the glass. Oh, like, how cool is that? As like an idea. Bar fights are more consequential. I mean, if you smash the glass, sure. Okay, actually I'm gonna write this down underneath, because that's a cool idea. Potential quest hook. Body floats through the canal. Floats through the canal under the glass. Yeah, I might start doing this as a thing. Potential quest hook in just like areas and people to talk to, and then that could be cool because then like when it comes to actually being like if I want to run a game in it, I've got all these potential quest hooks all over the place that are like can throw it at people when they're not sure what they want to do or they're starting to get a bit lost or they're getting too far in the story. Just be like, okay, go do this side quest now. Off you go. Go find why this guy died. Okay, decent. I think they have decent drink here. Decent drink and hot food. Yeah, sure, why not? That's enough for that for now. Okay, what's the what was the big thing called? It's under the Sea of Storms. Okay. What did we call it? Oh, we called them fractals. We named them fractals. What a name. The 12th fractal. Because it's just, you know, they're just like, that's the 12th head of it. Is the hangout for the Kargi family a bit more run down than the other taverns? They have a head of one on the wall mounted, but is it real? But these things are supposed to be like myths. Barely anyone has ever seen one. Is it? Should it be like on the wall? Or like they have a picture of one maybe? Hence the, but is it real? Actually, now that I think about it, because it's called the 12th fractal, they have the 12th head. That makes sense. For anyone that doesn't know, these are like fractals are like these sea creatures that stop people going across the ocean. Think like a squid, but the tentacles each have a head, and there's like 3 circles of heads, basically. 3 circles of tentacle heads. Absolutely terrible, terrifying, and would, just eat apart a ship. That's the idea. That's why big ships can't cross, because like they just get eaten. Unsure of if real. Drink is harsh. And the inside is dark. Now that's like a cool image. You like walk into this bar, like named after a horror. Like I suppose the equivalent would be like you walk into a bar named like the Kraken's head. There's a Kraken's head like mounted above the bar. It looks like you're inside a sunken ship. Ooh. Oh, no, it's not mounted on the wall. Mounted as if it's breaking through the wall above the bar. Ah. Yeah. Drink strong and harsh. The inside has a damp feel to it. This is not supposed to be a nice bar. This is supposed to be terrible. Feels as if you're inside it and logically it'd smell bad and not be structurally sound. Look. I mean, would you prefer me to put humid? It has a humid feel to it, as if it's very wet, but it's not damp. They have a damp problem and made it part of the brand. I mean, maybe? I don't think that's a terrible thing. It's potentially a decent thing. I want to name the other tavern as well, but like I might stop for a while after naming the other tavern. Like I think I'll come up with the ideas for the other tavern and stop for a while, and then I'll come back, finish the locations, another point, give it a read through, be like happy or unhappy with it, and then move on to maybe just describing the Shimmer Sea in general, because you've not really described it too much. What's like a trading thing? What's a trading thing that you could name a bar after or a tavern after? Um, the It's just called Captain's Quarters. Why not? Um, Seems fairly upmarket. What was it? So it's supposed to seem like it's themed. It is themed. That is the idea. It is themed. But like, line the walls in booths. Is there anything else that I really want to say about this one? For now, live music. Pretty much all the time. Not ass. Pretty much ass the time. No, not ass, not ass. A large map of the Shimmer Sea. Maps of the Shimmer Sea on the walls, with trade sailed, various sailing trade routes marked. Yeah. Because this is like, yeah, this is the bar for like the upmarket people would be like, oh look, you can see they have all these cool things from the past. They've got the maps on the walls and blah blah blah. But then the drink's kind of watered down because the family that owns it is all like, yeah, we just want to make as much profit as possible. Make all of the profit. All of the profit. Is there anything I really want to write about these right now? Clear contender about where's best to stay. I mean, I think this place seems like fine as well. There's no like, you just probably wouldn't want to stay here. But this is like the cheap option, which you know most D&D parties tend to go for. Loxhorn, you think that's the best place? I mean, I guess the drink is watered down here, but like, I mean, yeah, that's kind of the idea, because these places are like almost owned by the families. They're kind of taking advantage of you. One of which is just running a really shit place, and the other one's, you know, watering down your drink, overcharging you. Anything I really quickly want to write about these so I don't forget them? Is this outskirts of the city? The city. Would there be only one docks? The docks. There you go. It basically rings the entire city. The entire, like, outside part is a dock. It's all docks. It's all part of the docks. Yeah, is just a way to describe like the outer layer of the city. Outer layer of the city. Larger ships which can't fit down canals must stop here. Oh, there we go. The temple, I think you enter through a sheet of falling water, symbolizing you purifying yourself. There we go. That's just, I just like that idea as like a cool idea of, you come into our temple, you must go through this sheet of water that will purify you before you can enter, you know? City square. Center, then out again the other side. I'm not sure that makes sense, but I'm kind of imagining like a big circle and then like there's a canal that spirals in like circular, in like a circular motion towards the center, and there's sort of like a small circle in the center because it doesn't go right to the center. Spiral, interlocked spirals. Kinda, like there's two spirals, right? And then they just meet, like in the center. Right. I think a better way to describe this is circle canal in the center with two spiral out of it to the edges of the square. I think that makes more sense. A circle is a ring? A ring. Ring makes more sense. A ring of water. Have the names of various winners of the Equilock races. The yearly Equilock race carved into them. Yeah. And then the mayoral office and temple are entrances. Mayoral office. No, I don't think the main household entrances. Temple entrance. Entrances lead onto the square. Yeah, I think that's fine. So we got some like. So the idea is like the city's coming more into the head now. We've got like some animals that kind of like, you know, liven it up a little bit. We've got some lore of like show the city has history. We've got a tiny bit of that, a little bit of spirit magic in there. We've got some places that people could go to if they were like looking for quests. We've just got some other bits that I want to come back to, but I'll come back to them at some point. We've got a load of important characters that you would hear about, and a little synopsis. I think that's okay. I think it's okay for now. We'll come back to this like another time. I think we'll finish it off and then expand some Shimmersy lore. Shimmersy. I'll get some Shimmersy lore down. It just doesn't have a name. I know, right? That's... Maybe I could like... partly steal the name. Alto So we're not going to call it Ultima. We're going to call it Alto. Mm, Alto Bran. Altabray. Altabray? Alta. I don't think it sounds right. But maybe Altabray is okay. Yeah, you know what? I think that'll do. That'll do. That's good enough. Alright, I'm going to end the stream there for a bit. And who knows, maybe we'll be back later or another day. Let's wait to be seen. Yes, time for just the rambling and not actually ending the stream. Or just end the stream now. Bye!